Alright, so he's just going to straight up go into Stealth Rocks here. This is Crimson, and he's trying out for the Fire Gym. So let's see what happens. He's got that leftovers there. Scald doesn't do too much, does about 25%. Lava Plume, take it pretty well. Only does maybe 10%. Alright. And we are getting that pretty good there with the Scald. He gets the Protect off here. Trying to get the... Really just trying to take advantage of the leftovers. And doing it very well, honestly. Gets back up to 50%. I'm able to heal up quite a bit there, and only 5 HP away from really ringing this in. Alright, and he goes for Volcanion, trying to predict the Skull. Very obvious. He obviously does, gets it, and does nothing because of Water Absorb. So he goes for Steam Eruption. Let's see that connect there, and do about 25%, doing some pretty solid damage. But I decided to go for the Toxic, get that timer going, and start wearing him down here. And he goes for just the Steam Eruption right there, and boom, there it is. There it is. So I go for Sludge Wave, and does almost 50%. Does a lot of damage. Steam Eruption only did like another like 20%, 25%, and Toxic is wearing him down here. We are going to see the Citrus Berry go off there, and get him up quite a few, get him up quite a bit with that health, but obviously he's still going to go down because of Toxic. Steam Eruption doing about another 20%, doing pretty good here. I go for the Dragon Pulse, and Dragon Pulse doing a tremendous amount of damage. Honestly, doing like 30% or more. It's pretty good. Almost dies from Toxic, doesn't quite die though. Gets another Steam Eruption off, and takes me down all the way to 3%. Yikes. So I go for another Dragon Pulse here, and I'm able to take out Volcanion here. Get some health back with Black Sludge. And he's going to opt to go into Infernape here. Just gets the U-turn off, gets himself some switch initiative. Why not? I really don't blame him. I would do the same thing in this situation. And he takes out Dragalge right there, and is able to make whatever switch he wants. Very key. Goes out into Talonflame. I go out into my Dragonite Draco. I'm unfortunately going to take 25% to Rocks here. And he is just going to straight up Brave Bird. He ain't wasting any time. He goes to Brave Bird and almost knocks me out. I think that was a low roll. I think it should have knocked me out. I go for Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch is indeed going to be enough to knock him out there and take out the Talonflame. And he's going to go back into Infernape here. I'm going to get an E-Speed off just to get some damage, why not? And it does about 50%. He gets a Thunder Punch off, super effective, and taking Draco out, taking him down 10. And okay, now we're going to see I'm going to put my Noivern in here. He's going to take that 25% to Rocks, and I'm just going to go ahead and go for Air Slash. I thought I might outspeed, didn't know for sure, but I did, which is awesome. So I was able to get Infernape out there. But then he's just going to straight up go into Heatran again, this especially defensive wall from the Underworld, and he goes for the Protect to get that leftovers recovery. My goodness gracious, he loves that leftovers recovery. He's almost he's about almost a 75% here. So I go for Dragon Pulse here. It does a pretty good amount considering a special defense. I think it did about 15% or more. And that's not co-insurance. Okay, and Lava Plume probably did 15%, 20%. Gonna get that leftover recovery. Gonna go for protect again. He's just playing this. He's playing the stall game here. He is taking his time. I go for Boom Burst. Really shouldn't have gone for Boom Burst. Should have gone for another Dragon Pulse, but I don't know. I thought maybe you know, maybe just want to see how much Boom Burst would do. So I am going to indeed switch out into my Hydreigon here. Going to take that rock damage, and he's going to go for the Roar. So I don't know if he thought that I was going to do that or not, or if he was just, you know, just trying to get that extra damage because of the Stealth Rocks. So right here, he's getting that leftover recovery still here. I am going to Mega Evolve here, Mega Latios, and now I did something kind of questionable here, which was I did Reflective type, which might not have been the best choice. I went to Fire and Steel. I did this because I wanted to resist, you know, I wanted to resist the fire, but I was already resisting the fire, so I should not have done that. Really not a good play on my point. I should have just gone for like a Draco Meteor, and he does go for the protect. As I do in fact go for Draco Meteor now. Not really gonna do anything. He's obviously going to protect, and he's going to get even more recovery here. And now we go for the Draco Meteor, but I'm not the same type anymore. So because Reflective type, so now it's not actually going to be boosted. So it really does like nothing. Drops me down -2, and he's going to get another Lob Plume off here. Definitely in his favor right now. He's getting this leftover recovery here, just absolutely, I feel like honestly walking all over me. So I go back into Hydreigon, which I should have done. I should have just done that at the very beginning, just switch right back out. Just double switched because of Roar. Goes for another Lava Plume here. Does about another like 25%. No burn, which is nice. Kind of insane. Haven't gotten burned even once. And he goes for Protect, because he is going for this. He's going for this recovery game. I got the Earth Power. He's still protecting and doing very good with this stall right now. So he decides to withdraw and make the prediction of me doing Earth Power again, which was pretty obvious, and switches into Charizard. Takes it like a champ. Goes for his Charizard Y. Great Mega. And Drought obviously is activated. Boosting those fire attacks. Yike. And he goes for Focus Blast. It does connect. Unfortunate for me. And Hydreigon goes down. He goes down like a clown. So I bring out my Latios. No longer having to worry about Reflective type. And I take the stone damage. Get my Draco Meteor off. I am timid, so I'm super fast. And Draco Meteor almost takes him out. Not quite enough. It does like 70%. And he gets that boosted Flamethrower off in the sun. Definitely going to be enough to kill Latios. Latios goes down. And next, in comes my Noivern. I take that 25% to rocks. I get my Boom Burst off here. Does take out Charizard. I do outspeed. And I'm modest, actually. I'm not even timid. I'm 252 speed, but it's still impressive that I completely outsped. So he goes for Protect, because why not? I go for another Boom Burst, which I should have just been firing off Dragon Pulses left and right. Just Dragon Pulse, Dragon Pulse, Dragon Pulse. I go for another Boom Burst, and look at this. It does like maybe 5%. It does like nothing. And he gets another Lava Plume off, Sun boosted, and takes out Noivern. Sunlight is gone, and I think I am down to my last Pokemon here, which is my Haxorus, who has a name I cannot pronounce, like at all. Axeragirgi, can't even do it. Mold Breaker, he goes for Protect, because, you know, yeah, it's beautiful. So, so He does protect the Earthquake there, and I decide to indeed go for another Earthquake. Honestly, I wish I would have gone for a D-Dance. This could have been a completely different match if I would have. And I do take him out with the Earthquake. He sends in Volcarona. Oh, Volcarona, you evil mon. Sends in Volcarona, I go for the Earthquake. I thought it was super effective. I forgot it's actually neutral. And he goes for the Bug Buzz. And at this point, he takes me out. I think it might have been a high roll. I don't know. It was not a crit, but that is GG, my friends. That is GG. Crimson beats me.